Goes away from the screen from Rutherford. Kept the pivot foot down, stripped from behind by Malik Arrington. Yo and Dan in the front court. Alley-oop, Dan slam. No, he comes off the rim. And Yo and Dan cannot get the South Korean to China connection there.
Out of the timeout. Not something that UPS does often, as we see Dan go up getting fouled.
Dan at the line, the sophomore out of China, hits the first one.
Because last year at UW, he puts on a show, and his best game of the season by far this year is at Stanford, getting there. But what I loved about that, Russ, is Yo didn't settle for his turnaround. You know, he took another step forward, pivot, and Dan getting the message from Chris Victor after getting sat down.
And no good, the tip. Dan in the ball game, and Dan still battling it. Dan wants the ball, he gets the ball. Working on Gardner. And Dan with the slam. 2 hands for safety as Dan rises high. Adams dumps it off down low. Dan almost went up again for the dunk. Instead, scoops on the other end.
Big time pass by Ray Adams, driving middle, kind of